alive.
Time to find treasure, Paul. Yayan. Shapar means horn, so like Yayan means wine. YAHANNA, which means to Israel. Shapar. God, Most High in Christ. I imagine, which means to stand. Sawa Panya Hakodam, which means turn and face the east. We'll do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabashamaya, Kodah, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakuska, Raba'ah, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamaya, the thunder now, the Ka, Yawam, Wasalak now, Kawat now, Kasalak now, Kawati now, Walaa, Kabiayan now, Banisaya 1, Abal, Haushai now, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Watapara, Lawalamium, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Caught the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'akushah, B'tanlanawa, Hakach, Larba'ah, Kal Makalah, Wakal Marawa, Hakach, Lata'ah, Hamatazarayim, Hakach, Lahakim, Hamakim, Hakach, Arakawa, Tama'ala, Garashan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Tuwara, Yahweh, in English, Yahweh, the name Yahushai. Please, give us the power, power to heal, all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, power to cleanse the lepers, power to raise the dead, power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Wayasharawa, Wahabayat Sapaya, Barak, Raba'ah, Magan, Hagan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Wadaman. In English, Yahweh, in the name Yahushai, bless us, and Israel, and the school, bless, heal, shield, protect, in the name Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Barakatah Yahweh, Salakia, blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, why Yahushai, why Mayaka Alahaya, Matazab Yah, Alawap Yahanna, Ha Alawapim, Ha Saranium, Ha Kotazayanium, Ha Kayayayim, Waha Kwatim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Wadaman. Bless in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless thee, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And angels.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General Yahanna.
The generals.
The general.
The captains.
The captain.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121. I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.A.M.YA.
I.A.M.YA.
Al-Hahaya.
I.A.H.O.Y.A.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Isaiah Ma'an.
Isaiah Ma'an.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shemaiah.
Shemaiah.
Wa'arakazah.
Ma'arakazah.
Al-Yathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Namawat.
Regalta.
Regalta.
Alianawam.
Ayayawan.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hanala'a.
Alayah.
Yanawam.
Yayawan.
Wala'a.
Wa'ah.
Yayishan.
Yayashan.
Shalamah.
Shalamah.
Yashrala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tzalka.
Tazarka.
Aliyah.
Ayah.
Yamyamka.
Yayam.
Yawma.
Yamam.
Hashemah.
Ashama.
La'a.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayara.
Wa'irah.
Balayallah.
Wa'aywan.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yamarka.
Makarai.
Makarai.
Yashama.
Yashama.
Aknapashka.
Ashkapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashama.
Yashama.
Zazaka.
Tazaraka.
Wabuaka.
Wa'araka.
Ma'aika.
Wa'araka.
Wa'aid.
I.A.M.YA.
In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help comes from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
without slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
will slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Thou thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Thou the shade of thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Thou preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
This time forth,
and even forevermore.
and even evermore.
Psalm 33 in the Hebrew. Alahaya.
Ayahaya.
Al-Dami Yalaka.
Adamaka.
Al-Takarash.
Adakarash.
Wa Al-Tashakwat.
Adashakwa.
Al.
Oh.
Kayahna.
Ayahana.
Awayabika.
Arafika.
Yahami Yuwan.
Ayahana.
Wa Mashanayaka.
Ayahana.
Nasha'awa.
Nashala.
Raj.
Raj.
Al-Amaka.
Amaka.
Ya'iriyamwa.
Ayayamu.
Suwad.
Sawa.
Wayatay Ayatazawa.
Ayatazawa.
Al-Tatapawanyaka.
Ayatazawanika.
Amawa.
Amara.
Lakawa. Wanakakira. Magoya. Wala'a.
Ara.
Yazaka.
Yashaka.
Sham Yasharala.
Shamyashal.
Iwad.
Iwan.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Ayatazawa.
Ayatazawa.
La.
La.
Yakadwa.
Akabu.
Aliyaka.
Ayaka.
Maya.
Aya.
Yakarakwa.
Ayaka.
Ahalia.
Ahoy.
Adawa.
Ayawan.
Wayashma Alia.
Ayashmali.
Mawaba.
Ayaka.
Wagaya.
Ayaka.
Gabal.
Allah.
Wa'anwa.
Ayaka.
Wa'amala.
Ayaka.
Halashah.
Aisha.
I'm Yashabia.
Aisha.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashur.
Ashu.
Nalawa.
Aywa.
Imam. Hayawa. Zarwai. Labanya Lawat.
Abaniyawa.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaha.
Ashayaham.
Kamadia.
Kamadi.
Kasaya Sara'a.
Kaksasarara.
Kayabia.
Kayabya.
Barakar.
Barakar.
Wayashua.
Bawashu.
Nashamadwa.
Yashmad.
Bayanda Ara.
Matara Al.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Daman.
Dawan.
La'adama.
Kaayu.
Shaitamwa.
Saitamu.
Nadayamwa.
Naadwa.
Kaira.
Kara.
Wakazaba.
Kazaba.
Wakazaba.
Kazaba.
Wakazamana.
Kazamina.
Kharnase Kamwa.
Kamwan to Kamu.
Ashar.
Asha.
Amarwa.
Kamar.
Naira Shah.
Narisha.
Lamawa.
Larawan.
Ah. Nawa.
Nawa.
Alahayam.
Ayahaya.
Alahayam.
Ayahaya.
Shaitamwa.
Saitamu.
Gagala.
Gagala.
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya
Kapanuraka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Tabairi Ira,
the Ira,
Wakanaaba,
Kakada,
Talaat,
Tawa,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Kantar Dakma,
Kalka,
Basa Arika,
Basa,
Wabasa Paska,
Basa,
Tabalam,
Tawa,
Malaa,
Mara,
Panyam,
Kaiwan,
Walawan,
Kawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Kwashi,
Shamka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahao,
Yabashwa,
Bash,
Wayabahawa,
Wabra,
Ayai,
Agai,
Wayakapawa,
Mara, Kawa,
Wayabadwa,
Baba,
Ayadaiwa,
Island,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Ata,
Shamka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahao,
Kubarka,
Baba, Iwan,
Al-Kalharataza.
Al-Kabaratiza.
In English, keep not thy silence, O power.
Keep not the silence, O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still,
And be not still.
O power.
O power.
For love, my enemies make it tumult.
For love, my enemy making the most.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate thee,
have lifted up the head.
I lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against our people.
And consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consulted against our enemies.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
let them cut them off for being a nation.
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That the name of Israel be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They have consulted together with one consent.
They have conferred against thee
They are confederate against thee.
the tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and Hagreed,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
of Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Esau also is joined with them.
Saul also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They hoping the children of life.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them,
as unto the Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sarah,
as to Jabin,
as to Ben,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
or perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became a dumb for your earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like a red,
and like Zahab.
and like Zahab.
Yea,
Yeah,
all their princes
and all their princes,
as Abba
as a bar,
and as Almuna,
as a moon,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
that take to ourselves
the houses of the power
the house of the power
in possession.
and possession,
All my power,
all my power.
make them like a wheel,
Make them like a wheel,
as a stubble before the wind,
as they stumble for the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burns the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute the tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid without storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
and then they seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
Oh Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish.
that men may know
Then they know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone is
whose name alone is
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
art the Most High
of the Most High,
of all the earth.
of the all the earth.
Says it in English. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed be Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
in all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
That evils and curses,
Since evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
punishment and
to
destruction
the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us,
that speak against us,
thy prophets,
that prophet,
the teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school.
and the schools.
That evils and curses,
Since evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose the treasure
and shake loose the treasure
of the rich of Israel,
of the rich of Israel,
that refuse to give to the school.
that refuse to give to the school,
Force their riches
force their riches,
to enter into thy sanctuary.
that enter our sanctuary.
Set evils and curses,
Since evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the Edomites
to the Edomites
and the nations,
and the nations,
and their drug dealers,
and their drug dealers,
court system,
court system,
prison system,
prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments are our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and army,
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
skinheads,
Posse Kamikaze,
Posse Kamikaze,
gay movement,
gay movement,
lesbian movement,
lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA space program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air access channel
cable access channel,
and the radio channel.
and the radio channel.
Convict the spirit
Convict the spirit
of any of our
of
people
any of our people
that seek to stop us
that seek to stop us
and bring swift destruction
and bring swift destruction
to all the
to
heathen
all the heathen
that stand in the way
that stand in the way,
or try to stop us
that try to stop us
from broadcasting your
from
words
broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the
And
plagues,
loose all the plagues,
cause them to go to and fro
all to go to and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and consume them.
and consume them.
Let the plague shake
Let the place shake
the house of the thief
the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahawashi,
Get Yahawashi,
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying
come
saucers
down with the flying saucers
and punish all the heathen
and punish all the heathen
that come up against
that
us
are coming up against us.
as we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word,
Cause it to be known by all
only be known by all
that is the angels that have done it.
that it was the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media
Going to be spread through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause it to shake at thy coming.
Going to shake to thy coming.
In the name of Yahawashi,
In the name of Yahawashi,
thank you always.
thank you always,
So be it.
so be it.
Sa, which means to turn. Shabim, which means to be seated. Salat. I believe we started 2 Kings 11. 17 and come. 2 Kings 17. Come. Salahi?
Where we at?
2 Kings 17. The 17th chapter, Salahi. Bear with me 1 second, just get to it. Okay. Seventeen and 7. Yeah, come. All right. Okay, this is 17. Slack it. Bear with me. It's 4, 7. All right, I'm gonna start right now. YAHANNA Kata'awa Banya Yashral Allah Yahweh Allah Hayaham Hama'ila Atam Maratazar Matazarium Matakath Yad Parai Malak Matazarium Yayara Alahayim Akarium 8 Wayalakwa Bakakwav Kwawav Hagayim Ashar Hawaryum Hawarayash Yahweh Mapanya Banya Yashrala Wa Malakia Yashrala Ashar I.S.U.P.K I.S.U.P.K 9 Kapal Banya Yashrala Dabarium Ashar La'a Khan Al Yahweh Allahayam Waya Banwa Laham Bamawaf Bakal Ira Yaham Mama Gadal Nawatazarium Ayar Mabatazar 10 Waya Tazaba Bawaf Laham Matazab Bawaf Wa Asharium Ayo Kal Gabai Gabaha Watakaf Kal Aitazar Ra'ainan 11 Wayakwatar Sham Bakal Ba Mawaf Kagayam Ashar Hagala Yahweh Mapanyam YAHWH, Dabarium, Rayum, Lahakayum, Yas, Af, Yahweh, 12, YAIBADWA, Ha Galalium, Ashar Amar, Yahweh, Laham, La'a, Ta'aishua, Af, Ha Dabar, Hazar, 13, Wayai, Yahweh, Ba Yasharala, Wa Ba Yahawada, Bayad Kal, Nabayal, Kal, Khazar, La'amar Shabwa, Madarak Yakam, Harayam, Wa Shamarwa, Matazawath, Kakwawath, Kakal, Ha Dawa, Ha Torah, Ashar, Tazawayath, Av, Abath Yakam, Wa Ashar, Shalakath, Allah Yakam, Bayad, Ibad, Hanab, Bayayam, Wala, Shemaiwa, Wayakwash, Av, Irapam, Ka'irap, Abawatham, Ashar La'a, Ha'amayan,
Salaki, sir.
Khan, Ba Yahweh, hold on one second. Allah Hayaham, Khan.
You started from 7?
Salaki, yeah, I definitely wasn't supposed to read 14. Khan, you good. It's all good. Khan, 7. For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against the Most High, their power, which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt, from under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and had feared other powers, and walked in the statutes of the heathen, whom the Most High cast out before the children of Israel, and of the kings of Israel, which they had made. Now, the children of Israel did secretly those things that were not right against the Most High, their power, and they built them high places in all their cities, from the tower of the watchman to the fenced city. 10. And they set them up images in groves in every high hill and under every green tree. And there they burnt incense in all the high places, as did the heathen whom the Most High carried away before them, and wrought wicked things to provoke the Most High to anger. For they served idols, whereof the Most High had said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing. Yet the Most High testified against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways, and keep my commandments and my statutes, according to all the law which I commanded your fathers, and which I sent to you by my servants, the prophets. So I'm going to read 15 to 20. Baba Kusha, if you can give me my Baba Kusha. Turn through all right, Khan. Khan. This is 15. Waya Ma'aswa, At Hakwaya, yeah, Khan, you can leave that there though. I think we got bottles, but it's all good. Khan. At Hakwaya, Wa'at Bariath, Ashar Karath, Ath Tuwada, Ath Abawatham, Wa'ath Idawath, Ashar Ha'ayad, Bama, Wayalakwa, Akarya, Hahabal, Wayahabaliwa, Wa-Akarya, Ha-Goyam, Ashar, Sabayabatham, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Atham, Labalathya, I.S.U.P.K, Kaham, 16, I.S.U.P.K, Af-Kal, Matazawal, Yahweh, Allah Hayaham, Waya Ishua, Laham, Masaka, Shanyam, Igalium, I.S.U.P.K, Ashyara, Shataka, Kara, Lakal, Tazaba, Ha, Shamayam, Ibadwil, Az, Habail, 17. Ibayarwil, Az, Banyaham, Wa'az, Banawath Yam, Ba'ash, Kwasamwil, Kwasam Yam, Nakashwil, Tamakar La Aishawath Harai Ba'ayanya Yahweh Lahaka Yaswa 18 Wayata'ana Yahweh Ma'ad Bayasharala Wayasaram Mail Panyawa La Nasha'ar Rak Shabbat Yahawada Labadwa 19. Gam Yahawada La Shamar Af Matazawaf Yahawah Allahayaham Wayalakwa Baka Kwawaf Bakak Waf Yashrala Ashar Aishawa Haya Ma'as Yahweh Bakal Zarai Yashrala Waya Ainam Waya Tanam Bayad Shasayam Ayad Slaki Aid Ashar Hashala Yakam Mapanyua. Okay? Tuara. Correct.
The end of verse.
Who? Slaki, man. 1 second. Okay, we're doing 14 to 20 now. This verse set 2. Notwithstanding, they would not hear, but hardened their necks, like to the neck of their fathers, that did not believe in the Most High their power. And they rejected Allahayahum is their power. Khan. I doubt you'll ever see it. Han would be their female. Ham is male, is their male. Han is their female. Han. Khan. There or them. Or they. There, them, and they are all Ham and Han. Ma is for men, Na is for women. 15, and they rejected his statutes and his covenant that he made with their fathers, and his testimonies which he testified against them. And they followed vanity and became vain, and went after the heathen that were round about them, concerning whom the Most High had charged them, that they should not do like them. 16, and they left all the commandments of the Most High their power, and made the molten images, even 2 calves, and made a grove, and all the host of heaven, and served Baal. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire, and used divination and enchantments, and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Most High, to provoke him to anger. 18. Therefore the Most High was very angry with Israel. So this is going in and explaining why the Most High sent the Afghanistanis against the Northern Kingdom. The people of Afghanistan enslaved the Hispanics. And it's something that America is now, allowing them in droves into the country, whereas Mexicans considered an illegal immigrant. Right? These are the old slave masters of the Mexicans and Puerto Ricans. And this is the Most High explaining why he did it. Because our people wanted to go against his word. Come. Therefore, the anger of the Most High was very angry. Come. Very angry with Israel and removed them from out of his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah only. Not necessarily just Judah. Benjamin and Levi were also there. Also, Judah kept not the commandments of the Most High their power, but walked in the statutes of Israel, which they made. Meaning what? They were acting just like them. The Judites were also not keeping the law. Right? 20. And the Most High rejected all the seed of Israel and afflicted them and delivered them into the hand of spoilers until he had cast them out of his sight. So now we're in 21. Come. Verse 21. Kaya kwarai Yashrala mayo bayat dawada waya malayak av yarabaim ban nabat waya da'a yarabaim av Yashrala ma'akar Yahweh wa katayam kata'a gadawala 22 waya lakwa ban Yashrala bakal kata'awa yarabaim ashar aisha la'a sarawa mamana aib ashar hasayar Yahweh Af Yashrala Mayo Tanyawa Ka Ashar Dabar Bayad Kal Ibadua Hanaba Yaayam Wayagal Yashrala Mayo Adam Mathwa Ashawara I Hayawam Haza Wayaba Malak Ashawar Mabal Wamakawatha Wa Maiwa Wa Makamath Wa Sapar Wayam Wa Yashab Ba'iraya Shamarwan Takath Banya Yashrala Wa Yarashwa Af Shamarwan Wayashabwa Ba'iraya 25 Wayahaya Bathakalath Shabbatham Sham La'a Yara'a Af Yahweh Wayashalak Yahweh Baham Af Ha'arayawath Wayahayawa Haragyam Baham 26 Waya Amarwa La Malak Ashawar La Amar Hagawayam Ashar Hagaliath Waya Tawashab Ba'iraya Shamarwan La'a Yadaiwa Af Mashapat Alaya Ha'arataza Wayashlak Bam Af Ha'arayawa Waf Wahanam Mama Yathayam Awatam Kasha Ayanam Yadayam Af Mashapat Alahaya Ha'arataza Wayatazawa Malak Ashawar La Amar Halayakawa Shema Akad Mahakahanyam Ashar Hagal Yatham Masham Wayalak Wayashabwa Sham, Yaram, Az, Mashapat, Alahaya, Ha'arataza, Yaba, Akkad, Mahakahanyam, Ashar, Hagalawa, Mashamarwa, one. Oh, so I did it again. All right, 21. God, yeah, I know. 21. Not out. Slightly wrong verse. For he rent Israel from the house of David, and they made Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, king. And Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Most High, and made them sin a great sin. Jeroboam was afraid that at Passover, the northern kingdom would then come back and then say, oh, we want to be a part of the whole nation together. Let's bring everybody back and be under, So his idea was, I'm going to create 2 golden calves and have them worship them. Mind you, God put him on the throne, meaning God would have solidified his throne. 22, for the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did. They departed not from. And if you're paying attention, as we've been going through all these cats, basically, every time a new king came in Israel, they constantly said he followed after Jeroboam. Oh, you good. They constantly say the brother followed after Jeroboam. Meaning they did the same thing Jeroboam did. Some of them were okay and they took down this altar, got rid of this god, but they never made a clean riddance of everything. Right? They departed not from them. 23, until the Most High removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his prophets, all his servants, the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Kutha, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they, Shamarwan is Samaria. Shamarwan. Kind of like Shemarwan, but Shamarwan. Shamarwan, we've been covering in Hebrew class, Wan makes a verb noun. Shamar means to watch. Samaria, if I'm not mistaken, means 2 towers. So you make the verb a noun, something having to do with watch. What do you do from a tower? You watch. Instead of the children of Israel, and they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. 25, and so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not the Most High. Therefore the Most High set lions among them, which slew some of them. Now you're about to get the origins of Jewish people, or really not necessarily just Jewish people. The people we're reading about now, the people that the Assyrians put in, are what the New Testament Samaritans. Like when the Bible says the Good Samaritan, because people believe that all Samaritans were evil. That land was ruled by basically Philistines, like Africans that go around calling themselves Jews today. We don't mess with them. We never did. But like any time, if you live amongst our enemies, you now are our enemy. So it didn't matter if the Samaritan was a Jew or was actually our people or not. You live amongst the Samaritans. Like Sean. Like, you know who Sean is, right? Khan. Like, yeah, we wouldn't deal with Sean. You went over there to learn from Jewish men. You're Jewish now. That's how we look at you. Like, and the actual Samaritan woman. What did she say to Christ? You're talking to me? Jews don't talk to us. Why? Because we don't deal with these people. Right? So now we're about to find out how this woman got to say, we worship the Father, meaning the Most High, in this mountain, but y'all worship in Jerusalem. How did y'all even find out about the Most High? And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not the Most High, wherefore the Most High sent lions among them, which slew some of them. 26, wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying, the nations which thou hast removed and placed in the cities of Samaria know not the manner of the God of the land. Therefore he hath set lions among them, and behold, they slay them, because they know not the manner of the God of the land. God was killing them. You must pay rent. I kick my children out for not paying rent. Y'all think I'm going to let y'all live here rent free? I will refuse to have a homosexual on my land. Matter of fact, isn't Israel having bad COVID numbers right now? Just so you know, like, Israel is the skin cancer capital of the world. Israel today, meaning all them white folk. Yeah, Israel, you got to understand, for those who don't know, Israel only has 2 seasons, rainy and sunny. That's how hot Israel is. And during the sunny season, you're promised one thing, no rain. Yeah, them white people are getting skin cancer like nothing. Look up the temperature in Israel right now. I bet you would say high 80s or the 90s. Israel is next to Africa for all those blackity blacks. They're correct about it. It's not the same, but they're correct. It's very close to the equator. It's hot as hell. Similar, I guess, to Jamaica. Right? Especially Jerusalem, where they like to cohabitate. Yeah, that's the skin cancer capital. That's not an accident. You're not supposed to be there. And God's showing you. He used lions this time. This time he's using the sun. Right? He does not like that the Jewish man has an LGBTQ parade inside of Israel. Yeah. Yeah, that don't even compute. 27. Then the king of Assyria commanded, saying, carry thither one of the priests whom ye brought from thence, and let them go and dwell there, and let him teach them the manner of the power of the land. So, now let's just get back into this. 28, 35. Con.
Yeah, I have a question. So
Yeah, Con.
The last thing that you said is like, what is it? Let me see. One of the priests whom he had brought from hence.
Right.
So they actually bringing one, you know what I'm saying, an Israelite priest to the land.
Right.
To dwell there, so this stuff won't happen, and teach the people who's there now.
Right.
Curse them so this don't happen.
Right. Right, that's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to go, because you have to understand, our belief system and our, what's it called, is, everybody has it to a certain point, but we are the only one who are completely racist about our God. Like, Shiva and Brahman look East Indian. The Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, looks East Indian. However, when the Chinese and the Japanese, through trading, discovered Siddhartha Gautama, right, a skinny East Indian man, right, what's called, they said that's not going to blow over in China. No one will support like a skinny East Indian, right? All right? These are technically trade competitors, so to speak. So what do? Make him a fat white Chinese man, right? And that's what's called how nation. And the East Indians loved it. Once again, we're business partners, competitors, and all that. At the end of the day, you worshiping my religion or having the same ideals helps me. So you have that. Us, yeah, no. If you're not of us, you can't worship our God. Our God don't like you. You want to worship our God properly? Perfect. Get on your knees and kiss my boots. That is literally how you worship my God properly, and I can show you in our text. You will always be beneath me inside of my religion. Right? Now, obviously, our people would lie and do other type of crap. Like even the sister, well, Shalak, I don't mean to call her a sister. Even that Samaritan woman that Christ was talking to. What did she say? Our ancestors worshiped the Father. She thinks the Most High is really her Father. right? Okay.
And Salaki, so this is what the reason why she said it, because what the king of Samaria did, bring the Israelite priests into to teach the people culture of Israel.
Right.
So the lions want to attack. So later on, the Samaritan woman is saying this.
You have to understand what you call Samaritan. Those Samaritans are what you would call Jewish people today. Why do you think Why do you think Christ specifically excludes them from what is it? Matthew's 10. Go not into the way of the Gentiles, nor enter any city of the Samaritans. Why are they separate? Because they're keeping our ways. And an idiot might say, well, they're keeping our ways, so maybe we could give them nor any city of the Samaritans. A Gentile is just a Buddha worshiper, a Muslim, whatever, a Hindu, so on and so forth. Don't go to them, and don't go to the Jewish men. God. 34, okay. 28. YAHANNA, Akkad, Mahakahanyam, from the Kahanyam, from the priest. Ashar, Hagalya, Mashamar, one. YAHSHAB, Babayath, Babayath, YAHAYA, Mawara, Atam, Ayak, Yayara, Yahweh, 29, Yahaya, Aishayam, Gaya, Allahaya, Nayak, Babayath, Habamwa, Ashar, Aishawa, Shamaranyam, okay, Goya, Ba'ara Yaham, Ashar, Hum, Yashabium, Sham, 30. Anashya, Babal, Aishawa, Sabawath, Banawath, Anashya, Kawa, Wath, Aishawa, Naragal, Anashya, Amav, Aishawa, Ashayama, Iwayam, Aishawa, Nabakaz, Wa'ath, Taratakwa, Wahasapar, Wayam, Sharapyam, Banyaham, Baash, La'adaramalak, Malak, Allah, Sapayam, 32. Yahayawa, Yarayam, Yahweh, Aishawa, Laham, Nakwatazawatham, Kahanyam, Bamawath, Yakan. Yahayawa, Aishayam, Laham, Babayath, Bamawath, 33. Yahweh, Hayawa, Yarayam, Wath, Alahayam, Hayawa, Ibadium, Kamashapat, Hagayam, Ashar, Hagawa, Atam, Masham, 34. Hayawam, Hazab, Ham, Aishayam.
Like it, sir, is it 6 scriptures or
7 verses.
It's 7 verses.
Yeah, God. Aishayam, Kamashapadyam, Harashanyam, Ayanam, Yara'ayam, Yara'ayam is I want to say that's cities. I could be wrong, but come. Yahweh, Wa'ayanam, Aishayam, Kakakwatham, Kamashpat, Tum, Wakathawara, Wakamatazawa, Wa, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Banya, Ya'aikwab, Ashar, Shamwa, Yasharal. All right. 28. Then one of the priests whom they had carried away from Samaria came and dwelt in Bethel and taught them how they should fear the Most High. Howbeit, every nation made gods of their own and put them in the houses of the high places, which the Samaritans had made, every nation in their cities wherein they dwelt. What does that mean?
Repeat the question, Salakia. So
What does that mean? You read the verse or 29? Anyone else can answer if they want to? Do it, sure. It does that when the temperature gets right. Come on. It'll probably turn back on in a second. I ain't got it to what's it called because I know. So what would that mean? They taught them how to serve the Most High, then they still went and made other gods. Come on. Give me an example.
For example, they just
give me a modern day example. Remember what who we're talking about.
We're talking about the Samaritans.
Samaritans, but what exactly? Who are they? What would we consider them today like? What would we compare them to?
You said the Afghanis.
No. Who are they? Like, who is doing the same things these Samaritans is doing? What are the Samaritans doing right now?
They're doing inclusion?
No. What are the Samaritans trying to do right now? What did they send the priests to do?
Oh, to teach the people who's occupying the land the ways of the Israelites.
Right. So who today is doing similar or doing the same thing? Who's taking on the way of the Israelites?
Oh, the Jewish men.
Come. So explain, using the Jewish men, explain what they did. Like, give me an example of the Jewish man having his own God, separate from the Most High. I'll give it to you. Moyim. That's one example. Moyim.
Oh, the Moyim.
Moyim is, yeah, God said nothing about putting your mouth on a child's rod. That has nothing to do with circumcision. You are a homosexual and a pedophile. Okay? What's another one? You're going to see videos of this in a week. Motherfuckers on random streets in Brooklyn, in Williamsburg or whatever, choking chickens. How does choking a chicken afflict your soul? I mean, I can understand I like chicken, so just choking a chicken and throwing it away, yeah, that's a waste of money. That does afflict my soul. But that's not what the Most High meant. Oh. Like the Jewish man, me choking this chicken afflicts my soul. And that's the proper way to keep the Day of Atonement. We're going to get it the day of. I don't got time to, what's it called? But there's a scripture that tells you eating and drinking is afflicting your soul. Not eating and drinking is afflicting your soul. Okay? But yeah, that's what this is talking about. Okay? Making their own gods. Meaning, like, we taught you our ways and then you created whatever other god. Like, the Most High did not say you can bless pork. The Jewish man blesses pork.
Yeah, kosher pork. So.
Yeah, God. There is kosher pork, yes.
Kosher. And then, Salaki, sir, you just triggered talking about what is they doing, what they ain't supposed to be doing. The ways of the Jewish men, like they have like kosher cigarettes also. You be seeing the Jewish men smoking cigarettes.
I just thought it was regular goddamn cigarettes. Like, but first off, that whole concept of kosher is stupid. Like, I understand not to be too long-winded, but just so you know, have y'all ever been by a kosher meat market? Y'all know why the meat smells bad? You know, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Come on.
The meat always smells bad. They salt their meat because they don't know the Bible. You know why they salt their meat? Leviticus, the 2nd chapter, says when you bring a sacrifice to God, make sure it has salt on it. It's salted. And there's another law that says your food can't have blood in it. So God wants it salted and he doesn't want blood. I.e., we have to salt it to drain out the blood. Like common sense will tell you, season your food, then cook it till it's not bloody. Like that's common sense, right? This is the Jew, but we're talking about a man who says you can't eat a cheeseburger. Yet I can show you Abraham served God meat and cheese. The Jewish man does not serve the Bible, just like the Christian doesn't serve the Bible. Huh? Yeah, that's funny to me. 30. And the men of Babylon, and I want to say Yarayam is cities. Yarayam is cities. Come. And the men of Babylon made Sakak Banath, and the men of Kuk made Nergal, and the men of Hamath made Ashima. Now understand, one last thing before we get out of this. It is more than just they are taking the land and the, we'll say for lack of a better term, religious beliefs or culture of the Hispanics. They literally started calling themselves the Hispanics. Which is one of the reasons we did not like these people. By we, I mean the Southern Kingdom. Like, I don't even like Hispanics, but that's not a roast con pollo, my nigga. That is fufu. For those who don't know, fufu is an actual African dish. The Lord knows what he's doing when he have you create things. Yeah, I'm going to make the most disgusting African dish, and I'm going to make sure what's called, Jake, no, it's disgusting. What should I name it? Fufu. Before Jake even hear the name, yo, you want some fufu? What the hell is that? That sounds disgusting. Salaki. I'm about to be in trouble. Hamath made Ashima, 31. And the Avites made Nabaz and Tartat. And the Sepharvites burnt their children in fire to Adramelech and Amalek, the gods of Sepharvaim. 32. So they feared the Most High and made unto themselves and the lowest of them priests of the high places, which sacrificed for them in the houses of the high places. Mind you, only a Levite can be a priest. You had a problem with the northern kingdom doing this. They feared the Most High and served their own powers. Meaning what? Just like the Jewish man. They don't eat pork, right? But they serve, and some of them are homosexual. They carry a Torah, but they serve Yahweh. You understand? I can't even say y'all eat pork because we just established y'all kosher pork. So y'all do eat pork. Right? Shoot. They do so many things out of backwards. Like, understand, if you work for a Jewish cat, first off, it is disrespectful to understand. If a Jewish person tells you to do anything on the Sabbath day, they're calling you a slave. And they're saying you're beneath them. Second, that's unlawful. Now, mind you, it is not unlawful to turn off electricity or do crap on the Sabbath day, right? Technically, it actually is. Because you shouldn't be there in the first place. Because the law has it, sundown any employee of yours is a dub. You cannot have them do any type of work. So to have them in the house to turn off lights, period, no. You can't even have them do that. Come. Do we finish this? Manner, their own gods, after the manner of the nations, whom they carried away from thence. 34. Under this day, they do after the former manners. They fear not the Most High. Neither do they after their statutes, or after their ordinances, or after the law and commandment, which the Most High commanded the children of Jacob, whom he named Israel. 7, 14, 35. All right, Tom, we gotta try to speed through this. 35. All right. Wayakarath, Yahweh, Atam, Barayath, Wayatazawam, La Amar La'a, Dayara, Alahayam, Akariam, Wala'a, Dashata Thaf, Wawa, Laham, Wala'a, Daibat Wam, Lawala'a, Dazabak Wam, Laham, Kaya Af, Yahweh, Ashar, Ha'ila, Atakam, Ma'arataza, Matazarium, Bakak, Gadawam, Wabazar, Natawaya, Athwa, Dayara, Walawa, Tasha, Takwa, Walawa, Tazabakwa, 37. Wa'ath, Kakwayam, Wa'ath, Mashapatyam, Wahatawara, Matazawa, Ashar, Katab, Lakam, Tashamarwan, La Aishawaf, Kal, Hayamyam, Wala, Tayara, Alahayam, Akaryam, 38, Wahabar Yath, Ashar, Karathim, Athakam, La, Tashakawa, Wala, Tayara, Alahayam, Akaryam, 39, Kaya, Ath, Yahweh, Alahayakam, Tayara, Wahawa, Yatazayo, Athakam, Mayad, Kal, Ayaba Yakam, 40, Wala'a, Shemaira, Kaya, Kama Shapat, Tum, Harashwan, Hum, Aishayam, Wayahayawam, Hagawayam, Ha'ala, Wayarayam, Ath, Yahweh, Wa'ath, Pasayalayaham, Hayawam, Ibadiam, Gam, Banayaham, Wabanya, Banayaham, Ashar, Aishawa, Abatham, Ham, Aishayam, Hayawam, Hazah, Yahaya, Bashanath, Shalash, Lahawashai, Ban, Allah, Malak. This is 1801. Yashrala, Malak, Hazakwaya, Ban, Akaz, Malak, Yahawada. Damn it. Damn, I was supposed to stop at 41. It's all good though. 35. With whom the Most High had made a covenant and charged them, saying, Ye shall not fear other powers, nor bow themselves to them, nor serve them, nor sacrifice to them. 36. But the Most High, who brought you up out of the land of Egypt with great power and a stretched out arm, him shall ye fear, and him shall ye worship. And to him shall ye do sacrifice. And the statutes, and the ordinances, and the law, and the commandment which he wrote for you, ye shall observe to do forevermore. And ye shall not fear other powers. And the covenant that I have made with you, ye shall not forget, neither shall ye fear other powers. 39. But the Most High your power ye shall fear, and he shall deliver you out of the hand of all your enemies. Howbeit they did not hearken, but they did after their former manner. 41. So these nations feared the Most High, and served their graven images, both their children and their children's children, as did their fathers, so do they unto this day. Meaning what? These people didn't learn their lesson, and even up to the time of Christ, like that woman at the well did not worship the Father, like she said. You don't know what you worship. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. You'll never understand what this Bible is talking about. As we just explained, what's called the Jewish man thinks that smelly, dry-ass meat, excuse my French, what's called that he has in them kosher meat shops is what God wants. God wants his food seasoned and juicy. Not no dry-ass goddamn, I don't even know if you could call that a steak. Right? So that's 7, 14, 21, 27, 28, and 35. Yeah, come. Okay, come. No sign, Chris. Okay, we all got 2 left. What do we have? 10:09. No, we almost done. All right, I already read 1 by accident, so I'm gonna go straight to 2. Ban Aisharyam Wakamash Slakia Ban Aisharyam Wakamash Shana Haya Bamalakwa Wa Aisharyam Wata Shai Shana Malak Bayarawashalam Washam Amawa Abaya Af Zakaria Zakaria come Waya Aish Hayashar Ba'ayanya Wa it's like a Yahweh Kakal Ashar Aisha Dawada Abayawa for Hawa Hasayar of Habama Waf Wa Shabar of Ha Matazabak Salakia Wakarat of Ha Ashara Wakata Nakash Ha Nakasha Ashar Aisha Masha Kaya I Ha Yum Yum Ha Ha Ma Ha Yawa Ban Ya Yasharala Makwat Char Yum Lawa Waigakwara Lawa Nakashatan 5 By Yahweh Allahaya Yasharala Batak Wa Akar Yum La'a Haya Kamaru Bakal Balah Yahawada Wa Ashar Hayawa La Panyawa 6 Waya the Bakwa Ba Yahawah La'a Sar Ma Akar Yua Waya Shamar Matazawa Yoa, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Av, Mashah. 7. Wahaya, Yahweh, Imwa, Bakal, Ashar, Yatazar, Yashaka, Yashakyo, Waya, Wayamarad, Bamalak, Ashawar, Wala'a, Ibadwa. All right? Come. Now it came to pass in the 3rd year of Hosea, son of Elah, king of Israel, that Hezekiah, the son of Hazah, king of Judah, began to reign. 25 years old was he when he began to reign, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name also was Abiah, the daughter of Zechariah. Zechariah is Zechariah. You'll also see Zechariah, though. They're basically the same thing. 3, and he did that which was right in the sight of the Most High, according to all that David his father did. 4, he removed the high places and brake down the images and cut down the groves and brake in pieces the brazen serpent that Moses had made. For unto those days the children of Israel did burn incense to it, and he called it Nehushtan. Okay. 5, he trusted in the Most High and departed not from following him, but kept his command, which was the Most High commanded Moses. 7, and the Most High was with him, and he prospered whithersoever he went forth, and he rebelled against the king of Assyria and served him not. He smote the Philistines even unto Gaza and the borders thereof, and from the tower of the watch. Oh, Salakia. I wasn't even supposed to read that. Come. Verse 8. We about to finish this off. 14. Come. Hawa'ak haka palashathium Iza wa'ath gabawalya mamagad gadal nawatazar yum ayar mabatazar wayahaya bashana harabai bayayah lamalak hazak yawa haya hashana hashabayaya yaf la hawashai ban Allah malak yashrala ila Shalamanasar, Malak, Ashur, Il, Shamarwan, Wayatazar, Wayalakada, Makwatazar, Shalash, Shamiam, 3 and 20, Ba Shanath, Shashah, Lakazak, Hwaya, Haya, Shanath, Tashai, Lahawashai, Malak, Yashrala, Nalakada, Shamarwan, 11, Wayagal, Malak, Malak, Ashur, Af, Yasharala, Ashura. Ashur is that's Assyria. Wayanakam, Bakalaf, Lak, Wabakaba war. Nahar, Gawazan, Wa'iraya, Madaya, 12, Io, Ashar La'a, Shemaiwa, Bakwawa, Yahweh, Allah Hayaham, Ibarwa, Av, Bar Yathwa, Av, Kal, Ashar, Tasawa, Masha, Ibad, Yahweh, Wala'a, Shemaiwa, Wala'a, I.S.U.K. 13. Waba Rabbi, Shara, Shana, Lamalak, Hazakwaya, Isla, Sanakaryab, Malak, Ashawar, Idol, Kal, Iraya, Yahawada, Ha Batazar Waf, Wayatashapat, 14. Shalak, Kazakwaya, Malak, Yahawada, Malak, Al Malak, Ashawur, La Kayasha, La Amar, Ka Ta'afya, Shawab, Ma'ilya, Av, Ashar, Tathan, Ilya, Ashar, Yasham, Malak, Ashawar, Ayub, Hazakwaya, Malak, Yahawada, Shalash, Mawaf, Kakar, Kasat, Washalashim, Kakar, Zahab. And that was verse 14. Yes, we're about to finish this off. God. He smote the Philistines even unto Gaza. So meaning what? While you have one king being a wicked bastard and getting killed, right, and being having his people enslaved, you saw Judah was being fixed and had a righteous ruler. And what was he able to do? He was able to fight against the man who destroyed Israel, right? Khan. And even unto Gaza, and the borders thereof, from the tower of the watchman to the fenced cities. And it came to pass in the 4th year of King Hezekiah, which was the 7th year of Hosea, son of Elah, king of Israel, that Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, came up against Samaria and besieged it. And at the end of 3 years they took it, even in the 6th year of Hezekiah, that is the 9th year of Hosea, king of Assyria. Samaria was taken, and the king of Assyria, Ashur is Assyria. Gam Ashur, yeah, Gam. Did carry away Israel unto Assyria and put them in Halah and Abor by the river of Gozan and in the cities of Medes. 12. Because they obeyed not the voice of the Most High, their power, but transgressed his covenants, and all that Moses, the servant of the Most High, commanded, and would not hear them, nor do them. Now in the 14th year of King Hezekiah did Sennacherib, king of Assyria, come up against all the fenced cities of Judah, and took them. And Hezekiah, king of Judah, sent to the king of Assyria to Lachish, saying, I am offended. Return from me that which thou puttest on me. Will I bear? And the king of Assyria appointed unto Hezekiah, king of Judah, 300 talents of silver and 30 talents of gold. So now he's saying, I'll have to get back to this. But basically the king took from him, and now the king of Judah saying, I've offended you, so what do you want? I'll have to get back to find out exactly what this is talking about. But with that, I march him up here. Slocky. No signatures. Pretty much. Shapar, which means horn. Yahan, which means wine. YAHANNA, which means to Israel. Shapar again. Got enough. All right. Do this. this quick. Salve upon your hakod. Salaki, I imagine which means to stand. Salve upon your hakodam, which means to turn to face the east. Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahawah. Malakika. Raba'ah. Ratzaka. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K. Barakaza. Kawah. Hayah. Bashemayim. Adalanawa. Ka. Yawah. Basalakanawa. Hawat now, Hasalat now, Hawapia now, Wala, Ayan now, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashai now, Mayan, Rad, Kaya, Lapcha, Hamalapa, Wakapara, Zahir, Waha'ala, Wahakapara, Libalamium, Amen. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. In the Hakak in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Yahweh, sorry, Babdusha, the Thundernaut, Hakak, Laba'ah, Kamakala, Ukamarawa, Hakak, Lataha, Hamatazaraya, Hakak, Lahapia, Hamakia, Hakak, Arakawa, Hamatamaala, Lagarshan, Ba'Shem Yahushua, the Wada Aman, Yahweh. It's like in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, power to cleanse the lepers, power to raise the dead, power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. You bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'Shem Yahushua. Barak Lanawa. Wayasharawa. Wahabayasapaya. Barak. Raba'ah. Magan. Ba'Shem Yahushua. The Wadaman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us in Israel, in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. Blessings in the Hebrew. Baruch atah Yahweh. Why Yahushua? Why Mayaka Allah? Why Alahayim? Matazab Ya'ah. Alawap Yahanna. Ha Alawapim. Ha Saranyam. Ha Kotazayanyam. Ha Kayayayam. Ha Kwafim. Yahweh. Ba'Shem Yahushua. The Wada Aman. In English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushua. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General YAHANNA. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Bear with me 1 second. God, Salakia. Salakia, Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ahahaya. Ayan. Yama'ah. Isaiah. Isaiah Ma'ai. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K. Shemayim. Waratiza. Ayatan. I'm a watch. Regalka. Ayana Shamarka. Hanala. Yana Wala. Yayishan. Shalamar. Yasharawa. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Zazalka. Aliyah. Yamyanka. Yawamah. Hashemah. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarat. Balayallah. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makarad. Yashemah. Ashmapashka. Yahweh. Yashemah. Tazaraka. Wabuaka. Ma'aika. Wa'aid Abalam. I lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 120, Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yaraka, Ata Karash, Ata Shakwat, Kayahana, Alayabika, Yahama Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Rash, Al-Amaka, Yariyamwa, Sawad, Wayataya Aitazawa, Aitazabawanyaka, Amawa, Lakawa, Manakakira, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shem Yashrawa, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa Aitazaba, La, Yakadwa, Alika, Baya, Yakarapua, Ahalia, Adawam, Wanyashuma Alia, Mawaba, Wahagaya, Gabal, Wa'anawan, Wa'anarak, Alashah, Amishabia, Tazawar, Gamashua, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadia, Kasaya Sara'ah, Kayabia, Banakar, Wayashwa, Nashamadwa, Bayanda Ara, Hayawa, the Man, La'adama, Shayatamwa, Nadayabwa, Kairab, Kazawa, Kazabak, Katazamana, Karnasir Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairashah, Lanawa, Nawa, Alahayab, Shaitamwa, Gagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Tabaira Yaira, Wakalahama, Talahat, Hayam, Kantar Dapma, Basaharika, Wabasar Paska, Tabahalam, Malaha, Hanyam, Walawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamkar, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Idai, Wayakapawa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Ata, Shamkar, Yahawa, Labaka, Aliwan, Alkalha Arataza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O power. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O power. For love thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and Agrees, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, as the brother Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zahab. Yea, or their princes as Sabbath and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. All my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their face with shame, that they may seek thy name. Of your Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High of all the earth. In the English curses, blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishing destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishing destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel, that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishing destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Hashi Kamikaze, gay movement, lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet and the airways, cable access channels, and the radio channels. Conduct the spirit of any of our people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them like the plagues. Shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Because we know by all that it's the angels that have done it. Because we spread through the media throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Because in the Sheikh that coming. In the name of Yahushua, thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry for the time. We're going to give one courtesy salute. Man of Israel, Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Shabbat. Yad Matah. Simon, son, face the sister. Sister Imagine. Give one courtesy salute to the sister. This Man of Israel, Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Shema Alata Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yad Matah. Hands down. Dismissed. Bible shot, somebody turn up. I got it. It's right here. So like I gotta use the bathroom. Let me go in that Bible shot. So like it.